Top 5 Hotels in Prague City, a journey through luxury, history, and charm. Prague, the city of 100 spires. A place where time seems to stand still, yet every corner tells a new story. When you walk through Prague's Old Town Square and hear the astronomical clock strike the hour, when you cross the Charles Bridge at sunrise and see the mist roll off the Vltava River, or when you stand before the Grand Prague Castle lit up at night, you realize that this city isn't just a destination. It's an experience. But here's something many travelers underestimate. Your hotel in Prague isn't just a place to rest your head after a day of exploring. It can shape how you experience this city. Some hotels here are not just accommodation, they're living museums, sanctuaries of art, palaces of luxury, and sometimes, time machines that take you back centuries. In this video, we're diving deep, and I mean really deep, into the top 5 hotels in Prague City. These are not your average stays. They are hand-picked gems that combine history, architecture, comfort, and that unexplainable magic only Prague can offer. So, whether you're planning a romantic escape, a cultural exploration, or just dreaming about your next adventure, this journey will open your eyes to what it truly means to stay in Prague. Let's begin. 1. Hotel Augustine, a luxury collection hotel. Our journey begins with one of the most historically rich hotels in Prague, Hotel Augustine. Now, imagine this. You check into your hotel, and instead of just 4 walls, you're surrounded by centuries of history. This hotel is set inside a 13th century monastery, a place where Augustinian monks lived and prayed. Even though today it's transformed into a luxury property, you can still feel the quiet reverence in its architecture. Walk into the courtyard, and you're stepping onto stones that monks once crossed on their way to prayer. Enter the cloisters, and you can almost hear echoes of centuries-old chants. The rooms here are modern, airy, and incredibly comfortable, but they also retain subtle nods to their spiritual past. You'll see vaulted ceilings, restored frescoes, and simple but elegant touches that connect the present to the past. Nearby attractions. And you couldn't ask for a better location. The Augustine is just steps from the Wallenstein Gardens, one of the most peaceful spots in the city, and a short walk from Prague Castle. You can stroll out in the morning, wander through cobbled streets lined with pastel-colored houses, and be at one of the world's largest castles before breakfast. Reflection. This hotel is perfect for travelers who want more than luxury. It's for those who want to feel connected to history. To live, even briefly, in a place where every brick tells a story. 2. Four Seasons Hotel Prague. Next up, we move from medieval monasteries to riverfront elegance. The Four Seasons Hotel Prague is one of those rare places that feels like it belongs on a postcard. Imagine waking up, pulling back your curtains, and seeing the Charles Bridge just outside your window, with the Prague Castle rising majestically behind it. The Vltava River glimmers in the morning light, and you realize, this view is why people fall in love with Prague. The Four Seasons here is unique because it's not just one building. It's a blend of several historic structures, Baroque, Neo-Renaissance, and Art Nouveau, woven together with a modern wing. It's like a living timeline of Prague's architectural story. Inside, everything feels polished, warm, and effortlessly elegant. But the real highlight? The service. Four Seasons is known worldwide for its attention to detail, but in Prague, it feels even more personal. Guests are greeted like family, and no request feels too small. Dining. Let's talk food. The hotel's restaurant, Coto Crudo, offers contemporary Italian with Czech inspiration. Imagine enjoying handmade pasta while looking out at the river. Nearby. In the location, you're in the heart of the Old Town. Charles Bridge, Old Town Square, the Jewish Quarter, everything is just a short stroll away. Reflection. If you're visiting Prague for a honeymoon, an anniversary, or just want a once-in-a-lifetime view from your room, the Four Seasons is unmatched. It's luxury with a front-row seat to the city's most iconic sights. 3. Arya Hotel Prague. Now, let's add some music to the mix. The Arya Hotel Prague isn't just a hotel, it's a symphony. This boutique hotel is built entirely around music. Each floor represents a different genre: classical, jazz, opera, and contemporary. And every room is themed after a legendary artist. You could be sleeping in a suite dedicated to Mozart, Beethoven, or even the Beatles. The decor, the artwork, even the little details in the room are all carefully chosen to celebrate music. For music lovers, it feels like stepping into a sanctuary. There's even a private music library, complete with a collection of CDs, DVDs, and books. Guests can listen, watch, or simply relax in the lounge surrounded by art inspired by music. Special feature, Vertbah Gardens. And here's something extraordinary: the Arya Hotel has direct access to the Vertbah Gardens. This Baroque garden is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but thanks to the hotel, you can enter through a private gate. It's one of Prague's hidden gems: terraced gardens, sculptures, and panoramic views of the city, often without the crowds. Rooftop dining. The rooftop terrace is another highlight. You can dine with sweeping views over the red rooftops of Prague, with St. Nicholas Church and the castle in the distance. It's romantic, inspiring, and unforgettable. Reflection. This is the kind of hotel where you don't just stay, you create memories. Perfect for couples, artists, or anyone who wants their stay in Prague to feel truly unique. 4. Mandarin Oriental Prague. Our fourth stop brings us to the Mandarin Oriental Prague. Known worldwide for luxury, this hotel is special because of its setting. It's housed in a former 14th century monastery. Yes, another monastery, but this one carries an Asian twist. Inside, Mandarin Oriental has transformed it into a calm, peaceful retreat that blends Prague's medieval charm with Asian-inspired elegance. The spa here is one of the most unique in the world. It's located in a former Renaissance chapel, with vaulted ceilings, candlelit arches, and a sense of serenity you can't replicate. Imagine lying back for a massage in a space that once echoed with sacred music. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Rooms and service. The rooms are a balance of history and modern design: hardwood floors, soft fabrics, and subtle Asian decor. Service, as always with Mandarin Oriental, is impeccable, warm, discreet, and tailored to your needs. Location. Tucked in Mala Strana, you're in one of the city's most charming neighborhoods. You're close to Prague Castle, but far enough from the tourist crowds that it feels like a private retreat. Reflection. If relaxation, wellness, and quiet luxury are your goals, Mandarin Oriental Prague is where you'll find them. It's like a sanctuary within the city. 5. The Alchemist Grand Hotel and Spa. And finally, we come to the Alchemist Grand Hotel and Spa. If you've ever wanted to know what it feels like to live in a palace, this is your chance. The Alchemist is pure Baroque opulence. Step inside and you're greeted with chandeliers, gilded mirrors, frescoes on the ceiling, and walls dripping with history. Every detail feels like it belongs in a royal court. The rooms here are richly decorated: think plush fabrics, antique furniture, and ornate details. It's not minimalism, it's indulgence. But it works perfectly in Prague, a city that itself feels theatrical and grand. Dining. Dining is just as special, with gourmet menus served in a courtyard that feels straight out of a storybook. Location. And once again, you're in Mala Strana, just minutes from Charles Bridge. This is one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Prague, with winding streets, Baroque churches, and quiet corners where history feels alive. Reflection. Staying at the Alchemist feels like stepping into a fairy tale. It's ideal for honeymoons, anniversaries, or simply for travelers who want to feel like royalty, if only for a few nights. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the top 5 hotels in Prague City. What stands out about Prague is that its hotels are more than just accommodations. They're woven into the city's fabric. From the monastic calm of the Augustine, to the riverside glamour of the Four Seasons, the musical soul of the Arya, the sanctuary of the Mandarin Oriental, and the royal grandeur of the Alchemist, each one offers a different way to live, breathe, and experience this city. So, let me ask you, which hotel would you choose? Are you drawn to the history of Augustine, the view from the Four Seasons, the creativity of Arya, the tranquility of Mandarin Oriental, or the fairy tale charm of The Alchemist? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know which one captured your imagination. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dive travel experiences, and as always, keep exploring. Until next time, happy travels, and maybe I'll see you in Prague.